Hey guys, welcome to HellBlade Senua's Sacrifice. So I'm playing this game on PC in 1440p, 60 frames per second, ray tracing set to high, graphic settings set to high. So you know this is going to be pretty graphics experience. But what about the game? Well, I played that game before, I actually loved it. So I cannot recommend this game enough. Great game, may not be for everyone. It's a very cinematic experience. There's combat, not a lot of it, but still. But the atmosphere of the game and story is very, very good. So if you like that kind of games, you should give it a try too. So without any further ado, let's begin.
Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why isn't she coming? She's doing this for him.
So for those of you that are wondering what these voices are all about, it's all in her head. So she's got some sort of kind of psychosis or something like that. I don't know how it's called really.
You hear them too, right?
You know, mental illness. So
They've been around ever since the tragedy.
yeah.
That's not quite true.
So all these
Some are old,
voices in her head, it's all her.
changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in hell high.
Look. Up ahead.
It's crazy how good looking this game still is.
You promised you came.
Yes.
All these years
It's real
later.
after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's them. They're here.
Yeah, this game introduces us to some northern mythologies too. So you know, some goddess and gods, and
Look around and you will see them. The drowned.
the game is very dark and
Slain.
but intriguing.
Here they lie, rotting in the fields.
It has a
and rivers
very
of
slow
hell.
start, but it picks
The
up
dead
a little
don't
bit
always
later.
lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, you can hear her own voices telling her to like go
Can you see
go
them?
back, don't go there, right? It's like this internal struggle in her head.
They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching?
Yeah, stop. Can't you hear it?
They're watching her.
No, that was me actually.
Watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back.
By the way, look at all these reflections, ray traced reflections.
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so
It's
many
cool that
years.
even
But the darkness,
letters actually reflect
it just builds onto itself,
in the water.
growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Yeah, beginning of the game is very... there's a lot of water here, so yeah, I can see all these reflections, so... Good showcase for ray tracing, I guess.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her.
It's
Bravery
madness.
only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
So she's not afraid of death. That's what you're trying to say.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind?
Look at all
I know
these
what she's
details.
thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us.
There's no going back.
Oh, so that's Senua's.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Maybe. Okay, let's look around. So yeah, reflections are actually cool, because screen space reflections, when you look down, you know, you don't see the objects reflecting in the water, but with ray tracing, hey, you can see it's all well. It's a really good looking game, like it's a 2015 game, I think.
Focus. Look closer. Look. Use your eyes.
Do not forget my story, Senua,
Closer.
because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Okay. Some sort of Nordic stories. Yeah, reflections actually look pretty cool. There's no going back.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. She's not stopping.
It's kind of cool how that fire, actually, that torch, reflects everywhere too. Yeah, very dark, like straight from the beginning. We will be fighting forces of darkness in this game. Oh, by the way, this is the location I was showing you around on Xbox Series X.
The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which
But now it's all in 60 frames per second.
The place they call Helheim.
He's lost.
By the way, I think HellBlade is actually a very good example of a game, Unreal Engine 4 game, that in the hands of like talented developer, they can really achieve like marvelous things, graphics and performance wise.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
Because that's still early Unreal Engine 4 game, like 2015.
Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Now, of course, they updated it later, but you know, the first version for PlayStation 4 actually looked very good too. It had no ray tracing, but other than that, it looked great. So as you can see, the actual reflections are very detailed too, and high resolution reflections too, so that looks cool. Yeah.
She can save him. There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going to save him. She's not going to save him.
Whoop, Unreal Engine 4 stutter.
She can't let him rot here.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
So that's kind of cool. We get to learn a little bit about Nordic mythology.
You don't know where you're going. You're in danger. So brave. Get down.
What's she waiting for?
You're not safe. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Ooh, a gate.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
How do you know?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth.
Truth.
A liar.
He's
An old fool. Druth is my truth. Huh?
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
Yeah, I think
Seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye.
let's focus.
You'll see what's hidden in plain sight.
Focus Trinity.
I can see.
I mean, focus Senua.
Mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Okay, there's some puzzles here, which are not too difficult.
Its name. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see all these reflections, right?
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it.
It works.
It's not safe.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
So that Drew guy is either her friend or lover or something. I can't remember.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay.
Yes, it
But
will
you
be
know
okay.
that death is near.
It's a bit high, so be careful.
Little slip.
No.
You can't just wish things away.
There we go.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Oh, okay, so that Drew guy, that was her friend, but Dylan is actually her lover. Okay, now I get it, I remember. So she's kind of looking for Dylan, really. Because she wants him back, but I mean, he's kind of dead, I think, so. Maybe she doesn't know that just yet.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
Where?
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
So she wants that in the impact, right?
Defend yourself! Nobody You're close! You finished it.
There we go. That's better. Actually, the combat is pretty cool, actually. How am I supposed to fight them?
Behind you! Behind you!
Yeah, I can resist, but I can't fight them really.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Well, we better not fail then.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. The That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Okay, so I need to fight these two semi-bosses, I guess.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
No, not really. Anyway, guys, so listen, I will go with this one first, so the God of Illusion, but that's going to happen in next episode. So for now, I'll pause the game now, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you are looking forward for next one, because that's where the actual proper fun begins, really. So the game looks fantastic in ray tracing, 60 frames per second on PC. You can play it too. It's available on Game Pass and Steam and other platforms. It's a really good game. So guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because that helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.